And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Today we are back in Santa Ana, Colombia, and we're going to be making our way over to Tachina, Ecuador today. And yes, I'm going to keep speaking in this cheesy accent for the majority of the South America world tour. And hope you guys don't find it annoying, but I don't know, I can't help it. It just happens. Alright, so just give me some quick information about today's flight. We are just ferrying some cargo down to Tachina, Ecuador. Never been here before, so this is going to be an interesting flight. Flight time today is 1 hour and 30 minutes on the nose, about close to 2 hours gate to gate, and we're going to be cruising at an altitude of 20,000 feet. So let's just get a quick idea for our weather en route, and I'll just bring it over here from windy.com. So at the moment I'm looking specifically at Tachina, where we're going to be heading. Let's do rain and thunder. So let me just double check weather station Tachina. Okay, so this is where it is. So it is like a coastal city that we're going to be heading to, but as you can see, overall on route things are looking pretty good. It's a lot of like nasty weather sort of in the area, but luckily we get to escape most of it. As you can see, we're going to be departing from here in Santa Ana, and things are looking pretty decent. I guess once we get kind of up and over the clouds, we should be good to go. As you can see here, not much in the way of clouds once we get above 18,000 feet, so things should be pretty clear. Alright, so as you saw when we started, we have our engine started and running, engine 1. So we're going to go ahead and get engine, sorry, that was engine 2 was started. We're going to get engine 1 started. And yeah, from there we'll be on our way. So fuel pumps on. We already have start A selected. So we're going to go and hit start again. NH is rising, and it's now hit 10%, so we can go ahead and feed some fuel. We have our right engine starting up, looking absolutely amazing. Doors already closed up, so we're pretty much ready to leave. Now that engine 1 is stabilized, what I'm going to do is we're going to bring our props up to auto, and you should hear the hum of the engines as the condition has been changed to auto. Now that we could do that, we can go ahead and get rid of our external power. Don't need that anymore. And so let's do our before taxi checklist, which is we'll go ahead and return our starting switch to off. Good to go. Get our probe heat on. Kind of lost my way in the checklist. Alright, nose wheel steering is already on. We'll set our flaps to 15. Flight guidance should be good to go. As usual, not worrying with the transponder because we are not on VATSIM, so it's not really a big deal. Alright, so before taxi checklist is complete, And let's get our taxi checklist started. So we get our taxi takeoff lights on, which is right here. Not sure why our strobes are on, because they're not supposed to be on yet, so we'll switch those off. So flight controls, check. Everything is free and clear, or it should be. That doesn't look good. Things seem sort of weird. Just give me 1 second here. Just going to get things centered, and then I'm going to unplug my joystick real quick. Something odd is going on here. Alright, so I've been burning gas here for a little while, trying to figure out exactly what's going on, but it seems as though when I check the controls, everything is working fine. Like when I look in the settings of Microsoft Flight Sim, it tested out it's good, but for some reason it doesn't look right here. It's like it's sticking. Like it should return to its normal position. So I might have to try and play around with this while I'm flying. Like the rudder seems fine, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but let's try and get out of here, folks. Let's see what happens. If things go crazy, then well, it is what it is. But all right. I don't think I removed the wheel chocks. Let's get our ground power too. Wheel chocks. Also, let's do the takeoff config test as well. This kind of threw me off my whole kind of threw me off everything just now. Let's get rid of that. Confirm takeoff data. Yes, set my trim. So we are 1.6 up for today. And yeah, it's looking good. Let's get our map back on screen. Let's just hope that that's just like a visual thing that we're seeing. It's not the actual controls that are stuck. I'm just gonna take off the yoke for now, and I'm just gonna hope that this is just like a visual thing. We'll try and work with it as much as we can, okay? And we'll try and get the autopilot on as quickly as possible, and hope we can resolve this issue when we're in the air. Just because I just want to get this flight recorded. Alrighty, so left and right is clear. Fortunately, we burnt up a good amount of fuel just trying to resolve that issue. But I'm not sure because I've never seen it before, so I don't know exactly what's causing that. Alrighty, so I'm going to taxi to the end of the runway here, runway 01, and then we're going to get up in the air, folks. Hope everyone is having a great Labor Day today. It's a holiday here in Ontario. So Yeah, just taking it easy. Family has gone out and I am home alone, so just taking advantage of it. Good amount of clouds in the sky right now, but I'm assuming once we get up and get going, things will take care of themselves. Alrighty folks, let's see what happens with these controls. We're at the bottom of runway 01. At the end. Alright, so we're going to be taking off and departing. We're going to be doing a right turn and we're going to be heading south. Okay. So before takeoff checklist, everything looks good except for the flight controls. It's a little iffy. Let's forgot to inform my crew that we're ready for takeoff, but we're just going to give them a little minute as we go through these remaining checks. Landing lights on. Strobe light is on as well. Weather radar, we can get that on as well. There we go. Actually, that's the test. Okay, weather radar is on. And get our bearing selectors on as well. Alright folks, we are good to go. Let's set our takeoff thrust. Alright, there's definitely an issue going on here. Alright, let me just double check these controls one more time and then I'll be back, alright? Alright, so everything seems to be good now, I think. So let's go ahead and actually start our takeoff. My apologies for that. Just wanted to make sure everything was alright. I actually forgot to take the gust lock off. That's what the issue was with the throttle here. Alright folks, away we go. Alright, let's set our power. And just apply a little bit of forward pressure. Looking for 108. That's when we're going to rotate. Alright, just let it reef back. 80 knots. 100. And we're going to rotate now.
Airborne time locked.
Gear up. A little left of the runway. Let's just get a quick view on departure here. Just gonna drop the nose a little bit. Beautiful. All right. All right, we're gonna start that right turn. We're just gonna follow our flight guidance. There we go. And once we come out of this turn, I'll go ahead and get our autopilot on. Flaps up. There you go. It's like lots of clouds in the area. Alright, so what I'll do is do autopilot yaw damper on, and we'll let the computer do its thing. Let's do takeoff and climb checklist. Positive rate of climb, gear up, autopilot's engaged, yaw damper is also engaged. Taxi and takeoff lights can come off. And flaps are up. Set our power management to climb. Alright, looking good, folks. Alright, once we cleared 18,000 feet, we could set the altimeter to standard. Once we cross 10,000, landing lights off, and seatbelt and no device signs as required. So although for the most part the weather looks good en route, yeah, it's definitely been some clouds and some weather in the area, so we just have to keep an eye on that. And the terrain around here is pretty it's pretty mountainous, so we just got to make sure we get over those mountains on climb out, which definitely shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so let's just have a quick look as we're climbing out. We'll talk a little bit about Tachina, and then after that we will go ahead and finish our climb checklist, and when I see we'll be landing. So let's talk a little bit about Tachina. So Tachina is a town located in the province of Esmeraldas in the northwestern part of Ecuador. The region around Tachina is characterized by lush rainforests and coastal areas. This is a coastal town that we're heading to, typical of Ecuador's coastal region. So Esmeraldas province, including Tachina, is known for its strong Afro-Ecuadorian cultural influence, with a significant population of people being of African descent, which is pretty interesting. So the province is part of the Choco-Darien moist rainforest ecoregion, which is known for its exceptional biodiversity. And Tachina and the surrounding areas are likely to have beautiful natural landscapes, but specific details may be limited to its relatively lesser known status. So the region offers delicious Afro-Ecuadorian and coastal cuisine, which often includes seafood dishes because it's a coastal country, and tropical fruits. And like many parts of Ecuador, Tachina likely, I don't know why I keep saying likely, Tachina has rich cultural heritage with traditional music, dance, and festival, celebrating its Afro-Ecuadorian roots. The local economy is based on agriculture, fishing, and other traditional livelihoods. So I'm just going to see if I could get a little more information on Tachina elsewhere as we climb out, up, and over the clouds. Alright, let's see what else is here. Alright, just finding another site here, like a better site with information on Tachina. Alright. Actually, I'm not really finding too much more information here. I'm trying to like move away from like Wikipedia nowadays, but let's see what Wikipedia has to say. So, interesting. So let's talk more about Esmeraldas, Ecuador, where Tachina is located. So Esmeralda. So I guess Tachina is the actual like town, but so Tachina is the town where the airport is located, but Esmeralda is the city. And the province where Tachina is located, and Esmeralda has an international seaport and the small airport, which is the one that we are heading to now. So Esmeralda is well known around Latin America, given the large number of locals that have historically played in the Ecuador national football teams. So the main activities of the city are commerce, industry, and agriculture, and offers beautiful beaches with landscapes and a warm climate, which makes it one of the most visited tourist destinations in the area. So the port of Esmeraldas is economically important for the northern part of Ecuador, and the port of Balao is an important processing facility. Here wood and wood chips are mainly exported, and bananas and other agricultural products are also exported, including well, they don't import livestock, but because the soil is so good, they do cattle and pig rearing as well. And because of the soil, they're able to produce rice, maize, or I guess what we'd call corn, African palm, albahaca, and a variety of tropical fruits. And among the main rainforest species are channel, raft, laurel, sande, gayacan, and tangare. So the industry in Esmeralda mainly consists of manufacturing, timber, chemicals, and oil, although concerns exist about forest management and deforestation in the Chaco rainforest. The Trans-Andean pipeline was completed in August 1972, connecting the Orient reserves to refining facilities in Esmeraldas, and the oil industry is the largest employer. So in 1987, the refinery was expanded for the first time to 90,000 barrels per day, and the second expansion to 110,000 barrels occurring in 1995. The plant is currently running at 80% capacity with hopes to return to full capacity, well, whenever this article is written, by 2014. And the petrol produced there is used for mixtures because of its high aromaticity. So like most of the Ecuador coast, Esmeraldas has a hot, semi-arid climate, with a wet season from January to April, and then a dry season from May to December, and consistently very warm to hot and cloudy weather due to fog and the Humboldt Current. So tourist attractions there include beaches, virgin forests, the culture of the indigenous Cayapas people, marimba and Afro-Ecuadorian music, and the La Tolita archaeological zone. Other attractions include Atacames, famous for the crazy coconut, Coco Loco, traditional drink made with coconut water, and its handcrafts in black and red coral. I think it's pronounced Same or Same, I don't know. There's an area of large palms and serene blue waters, Musne with pristine beaches of warm sand inhabited by red crabs and tropical atmosphere, and Kininde with vast African palm trees, and Gadua houses, and Tonsupa, famous for its sunsets. So the U.S. State Department advises not to travel to the northern border region of Ecuador, including the northern part of Esmeraldas, due to crime. So that was a very somber note to end on, but it is what it is. Alright, so we crossed over 10,000 a long time ago. We're actually getting close to our cruise altitude. Landing lights are off. Yeah, we're just climbing out over the mountains now. Absolutely beautiful views. It seems as though this is going to be a common theme for South America, which is having the mountainous areas, which is a little sucky, but sucky for me because I get nervous kind of flying around there. But having said that, one of my favorite approaches I've done in Microsoft Flight Simulator so far is the Guatemala City approach, which is absolutely beautiful. It takes you through the mountains towards the Ecuador City airport. Probably hands down one of the best approaches I've done in Microsoft Flight Simulator to date. So absolutely love it. So make sure you guys check that out. If I remember, I'll add a link to the description box below. But in the meantime, we're about to hit our cruising altitude soon. We're getting a tiny bit of turbulence, but when I come back, we'll be starting our descent, and this should be an interesting one. Going to be doing the ILS approach into runway 19. But it looks like it's pretty much going to be straightforward. So I'll be back soon, and I'll talk to you guys then. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. I'll be back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We started our descent into Tachina. We are very, very close to heading towards final approach. So let's go up to the flight deck and let's see what's happening there. Alright, so right now we are at about 5,000 feet, descending to 1900, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 1900 is our final approach fix height. We're using VNAV for descent right now. As you can see, we're doing the ILS runway 19 whiskey approach. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to head to this waypoint. Actually, I'm going to switch to approach mode and the source, and then we'll make the turn we'll capture the localizer and then make our turn towards the runway. So I'm going to ILS 1, and I'm going to arm approach mode. So we have the localizer and glide slope enunciators here. So let's do our descent. Well, we did our descent checklist already. We'll go through it one more time. Landing lights are on, seatbelt and no device signs are on. Altimeter has already been set for the local area. Alright, we've captured our localizer. Now we're turning on to final. Landing checklist. Let's advise our cabin crew that we are about to land. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and just get our first notch of flaps down once we kind of get below this. The runway is actually right there. Once we get below the flaps extension speed, which is happening now, slowly but surely, Alright, first notch of flaps is down. We are slowing down, but we are a little to the left of our localizers. I'm not too sure why that's happening. It looks like it's coming back on profile. We're also going to go gear down. And here we are, folks. The city of Esmeralda is right here off to our right. We could also go flaps 30. Right, setting our power management back to takeoff. Alright. See our approach speed for today. We're looking at 103 knots, which should be good. We're a little low on the glide slope onto this.
0 and 11 knots.
Right. All apart and yaw damper off. The FMC was complaining because our speed was a little low there. So right,
500.
Everything is looking good. We are high though, but just gonna bleed off some speed and altitude right here. And everything is looking good for landing. A little to the right of the runway, but that's okay.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Landing time logged.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tachina, here in the province of Esmeralda, in in Ecuador. Local time is about 10:51 a.m. or so. So we just kind of missed our turn off, so we're just going to turn right here. That ended up being a beautiful approach. Alright, so let's keep going. I'm just going to keep an eye out for the marshals here. So landing lights and strobes can come off. I'm just curious. It's gonna taxi takeoff flights as well. Just want to make sure we're approaching the marshal from the correct way. It's looking good. It's gonna be a right turn. Awesome. So you can go a little further forward. Alright, we'll stop there. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and attach our external power, and let's just make sure it is available. Oh wait. Ah, there we go. Now it's connected. I can go ahead and shut the engines off.
Engine off, time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
All right. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that flight. It's a very cool approach into Tachina. And we are going to continue the South American tour, folks, and I'm excited to continue exploring South America. Let's see if my camera view is going to be all messed up, and it is. I don't know if this happens to anybody else. Continuously have to do that. But yeah, we are all set, folks. I hope that you enjoyed the flight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as usual, share this video if you see fit. As I said, the tour is going to continue. I'm going to try and get these flights out every week. I'm going to be moving in the next couple weeks, so that's going to make things a little busy. But I'm going to see if I can get some flights in here and there, alright? Outside of that, this is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Catch you with the next one. Make sure to stay safe, and most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.